Washington County Commissioners Court is now in session Tuesday, August 5th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Commissioner Bullock, would you do the honors this morning, please?
Sure. Good morning and welcome. Today we have Dr. Craig Dose with Salem Lutheran Church to lead us in the invocation.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Your Honor, esteemed commissioners, and all other esteemed people that are here, which is all of you. I give a little anecdote sometimes before I actually start praying, so then you can pray for me after. Anyway, you know, one of the things in my lifetime, I've had several careers, and one was I was in public education. I was a school principal in Aldine for a number of years. I started in an alternative school, which was special education, and all my students were emotionally disturbed, so lots of violence, and that's, or either that they're too sick to be held on a regular campus. But then I went to a regular school. It was good I did, because my blood pressure went back down to normal. And I would have students brought to me, or I'd have to retrieve them for discipline. And I had a different discipline style than a lot of the other administrators, and I worked hard at that. So I was very calm and professional in dealing with them. And a lot of times when I get all through meting out the discipline, because even though I was calm, there were consequences. One of the students the student would say, "Why are you so nice to us?" That's what I said, well, for two reasons. I said, number one, I try to model to you a successful way of interacting with people, so that even though it's a tense situation, if you'll click that in mind, then you'll be more successful in your outcome. It'll be better. And the second reason I said is I want you to grow up and be successful and become a taxpayer. I don't know how many of them got it, but you know. So that's what I'd like to pray for you this day and our taxpayers. Lord Jesus, as we come to this meeting, I would call upon you to give great favor to our leadership and the decisions that they have to make. Give them great wisdom in making them, and just watch over them at all times. And so when I pray for blessings for them, I ask for multitudinous blessings for them. And I pray for the taxpayers. Kind of the rest of us have to fund it. And, you know, we're blessed. And you know, sometimes when I get my tax bill, I wish I wasn't that blessed. But, you know, you bless us and the ability to do that. And so I would ask that you give extra favor to our taxpayers and the citizens of Washington County, that they would have a multitude of wisdom and financial success. This and all things I pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Please join us in the pledge to our nation's flag. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The Texas flag.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Item number 3 is discussion and possible action approval of pending Washington County Expo rental regulations contracts. There are no pending contracts this morning. So we will move to item number 4. Discussion and possible action on the appointment of Charlie Douglas to the Washington County Historical Commission. Mr. Stevens, here he is right here. Charlie? There we go. Good morning.
It's my pleasure to recommend Ms. Charlie Douglas for serve the unexpired term, 25-26 term of the Washington County Historical Commission. She's eminently qualified. She gets things done. She's a recipient of the 2025 Chapel Hill Woman of the Year, and served as part of a team that acquired a $4 million grant from the Texas Water Development Board for Chapel Hill infrastructure developments. That's
All
it.
right. Okay.
I make a motion to approve the appointment of Charlie Douglas to the Washington County Historical Commission.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Welcome.
Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you,
Item number 5, presentation by Donnie Montemayor of the Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Office. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Thank you all for having me, Judge, members of the court. I appreciate you all having me here, and I wanted to visit with you a little bit today about a unique situation we have here in Washington County with our Ag and Natural Resource Agent. We have selected a finalist to fill the role of the Ag and Natural Resource Agent. It's just a little different situation. I'm gonna move this way so you can, let Kyle, let's Kyle. This is Kyle Despain. Kyle Despain is our finalist to fill that role. He's also here with his fiancee Courtney, and wanted to bring him to the court for approval this morning. The situation would be that he would come to work and we would train him for 2 months. He would come to work for us as the Washington County Ag and Natural Resource Agent starting September the 1st and October the 1st. We would pay all the training those 2 months with the extension service. He would not get paid from Washington County until he starts November. The reason for this is because he is the current coach of the Texas A&M Livestock Judging Team. And he wants to fulfill, we need him to fulfill his current role coaching the Livestock Judging Team at A&M. Formerly, he was also teaching some classes in the Animal Science Department?
Yes, sir.
Correctly, in the Animal Science Department. That has been shifted over so we can start the process of training him. He would also attend Discovery Extension, which is a 4-day long training in College Station in the middle of September as well, that we usually do with our agents anyway. So I wanted to ask you all's permission to go ahead and do that and have y'all's approval for him to start with the budgeted salary that y'all provide in Washington County towards that. So again, y'all wouldn't have to start paying him until he comes to work for y'all in November. I think that's about it, right, Kyle?
I think
Did I miss
so.
anything?
I think that's it.
Okay. Do y'all have any questions for Kyle?
I do not.
No? No. Ready to move forward?
I guess I need y'all's approval, I guess.
Well, that's next.
I guess
Okay.
that's the next item.
Next item.
That's the next item.
Okay. Item number 6, discussion and possible action on accepting the candidate for Washington County Extension Agent, Agricultural and Natural Resources, Mr. Kyle Despain.
I make a motion to accept the candidate for the Washington County Extension Agent, Agricultural and Natural Resources.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome
Man,
aboard.
thank you.
Thank you all very much.
Welcome.
Kyle, would you like to say anything?
Yes.
I guess so. I'm just very excited to be in this opportunity and excited to serve the people of Washington County. So thank you very much.
Just a little more information I forgot. He's a native of Wyoming,
I am.
but he wants to be, he got to Texas as quickly as he could.
Absolutely.
You've been here, what, 5 years?
5 years in
5
August.
years?
So.
He does have his master's from A&M as well. I forgot to, I sent y'all the resume, so I just wanted to confirm that with you.
Very good. All right, well,
Thank
welcome.
Thank you, Kyle.
Yes,
Welcome.
sir. We're gonna go to the office and start the process.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you all. Appreciate
Courtney,
it.
welcome
Thank
as
you.
well.
Thank you.
Item number 7, presentation of Washington County 911 quarterly report. There is no report this morning for the 911. Item number 8, presentation of economic development quarterly report. Ms. Rosales?
Thank you. Honorable Judge and County Commissioners, I'd like to present my second quarter report for 2025 encompassing April and June. I've been working kind of hard to get this third leg of economic development going in Washington County. Of course, we have business attraction, business retention, but I felt like we were really missing that entrepreneurial piece in a big way. So working hard with some of my colleagues in the county, along with the Washington County Chamber, on developing an ecosystem for entrepreneurs in our area. The one thing that we're kicking off pretty quickly is the 1 million cups. and that's going to be coming to Brenham probably in September. 1 Million Cups is an organization that was created by the Kauffman Foundation. I believe it was in 2012, and it's an opportunity for entrepreneurs to gather together 5 years or less normally in business and discuss entrepreneurship and challenges they're having and to be able to learn from each other. I heard that there was a College Station branch of 1 Million Cups, and so I attended it. It's a weekly meeting on Wednesdays from 8:30 to 9:45, and they get a minimum of 60 to 75 individuals that show up for that. I'm hoping for 10, but I think it'll grow. Anyway, we're hoping to launch in September, so stay tuned for that. And I'll go over the other items as they come to fruition as well. Giving you just a couple of numbers here. I think you probably see some of these numbers regarding building permits, AKAs, website users. That's still going up. Still involved with the Greater Brazos Partnership. I believe that you're all familiar with that. I'm looking for businesses who may be interested in committees that are listed there to attend these committees and to speak on behalf of Washington County. So if you have any businesses you'd like to recommend that I reach out to, let me know. But I am still working on that. Just a little small highlight below about Brenham ISDs and their strategic planning committee. There's a lot going on with that. I'm part of the strategic committee, and we're hoping to have some real positive results from that. Excited about school starting as well. On the second page, I believe you probably are familiar with that. We're the ice cream capital of Texas now, so that's exciting. We talk about that all the time. Washington County median home prices dipped down just a small bit for Q2, but there's still a lot of permits being issued and a lot of building going on in Brenham. A lot of the conferences that I go to for economic development talk about energy, so I wanted to give you just a small smidgen of information there about that I'm bringing back. Of course, it's a huge, huge topic, and I want to make sure that Washington County doesn't get left out. So I'm sharing the information I get with our local utility and Blue Bonnet Co-op, so that hopefully at some point in time we're in a really, really positive place on making sure that energy needs will be covered no matter the weather event. A couple of new businesses coming into town, Veribank, City J's, and Quick Crack Car Wash. Say that 10 times real fast. Quick Crack Car Wash. Anyway, still vibrant. I wanted to mention that I've been doing some site visits recently, and they've been turning out really, really great. I went to the Brenham Nursing Rehab Center recently. They seem to be really doing well. They've got 100 employees, including contract workers, and about 115 residents there. I took a tour of their facilities. They remodeled about 3 years ago. They're very happy being in town. I was able to offer a couple of referrals for them. Also spoke to Germania yesterday. They're up to 450 employees. Still focusing on their rural insurance as their top product, but very, very happy to be in Brenham and to be a part of our community. And then finally, I had some time with Valmont. Every time even I drive by on a freeway, I'm looking to say, gosh, how are they doing with that project? Well, they're doing extremely well. They have hired, they're now at 320 employees, hope to be at 350 before the end of the year. They have quadrupled their production output with that new equipment that they purchased. They're on course for aggressive growth. They have a 2,500 metric ton steel press, which I hear may be the largest in Texas. I still have to fact check that. They're able to press a single sheet of steel that's 60 feet long. So kind of an amazing facility here. Of course, they're making poles for traffic signals and poles for electrical distribution and transmission. That's what they do there. And their board from Omaha is coming to visit Brenham in October, hoping to roll out the red carpet then. Any questions for me? I want to share one last thing. I brought a guest with me today. Don't know if you've had an opportunity to meet. This is Megan Maynard. She is our new assistant city manager. She's been on the job for about 5 weeks, 6 weeks or so. 17 years in municipal government. Just in the short time she's been here, she's been an incredible colleague, and look forward to spending more time working with her within City Hall and hopefully working with you as well.
Hi.
Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Any questions or discussion?
No.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 9, discussion and possible action on the approval of the engagement letter from Singleton Clark to provide auditing services to Washington County for fiscal year 2024 and grant the county judge the authority to sign. Ms. Hollis.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So there was 3 of us that looked over all the RFQs that were received for outside audit services. They were ranked, and Singleton Clark was the one that we chose. I reached out to them. They offered a fair price, and they understand the need to have this audit done as soon as possible. And they say that it's in their engagement letter, it will be done in December. So we're hopeful that that stays on track.
Yes.
So, Shauna, on the payment page, they talk about an additional single audit major programs. Are they talking about like grants or something?
Yes, if you receive over $750,000 in grants during 1 year, you have to have a single audit.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, you don't always know if you're going to get that much or not. So that's why it's a separate thing.
So the project that we have over there on the Myersville Road, would we have to have more
That
than
would
one?
be one for sure.
That would be one.
But it would be over 700,000, so would we have to have the additional $3,000 paid to them because it would be more than one single audit? Okay, we'll need to budget for that. Because currently we have this amount in the budget. Thank you.
Make a motion to approve the engagement letter from Singleton Clark to provide auditing services to Washington County for the fiscal year 2024 and grant the county judge the authority to sign.
I'll second that.
Motion is made and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 10, discussion and possible action on the termination of the contract between Washington County and SGR for interim human resources director effective August 8, 2025. You want to address that, Ms. Hollis?
Sure. So back in May, the county hired SGR Services to seek an interim HR director, and that was Mr. Rudd. He has taken on another job somewhere, and so he's filled his contract anyway. I believe it was for August the 1st with the option to retain him longer if we needed, but he's found something else that he said was only a mile from home, so you can't blame him for that.
That's correct. Okay.
Make a motion to terminate the contract between Washington County and SGR for an interim human resource director effective August 8th, 2025.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Item number 11, discussion and possible action on selection committee and recommendation of appointment of the human resources director.
So, as you know, the committee has been deliberating and they have made an offer. Based on, as you all know, we have the salary calculator that we use to calculate the weighted salary. We utilized that, we made the offer, and it was accepted, and it is our very own HR generalist, Miss Amber Scalco. And that is the recommendation that the committee is making here today.
I think, there were 15 candidates, right? Originally?
Approximately, and the committee narrowed it down to 3.
Okay.
And unfortunately, the other 2 interviews, I don't know, I'd have to ask Mr. Rudd exactly, but basically they pulled out of the interviews. I'm assuming maybe they got other job opportunities, we're not really sure.
I'll make a motion to approve Amber Scalco as the new human resource director.
I'll second.
Motion been made and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion Motion carries. Item number 12, discussion and possible action on the City of Roanoke proposal for the annexation of a portion of Dixie Road and 2 tracts of land contiguous to Dixie Road pursuant to section 43.1056 of the Texas Local Government Code. Mr. Hannah, is it your precinct, is it not?
Yes, sir.
Discuss that, please.
Mr. Stoltz has been working on this project with the City of Roanoke. Commissioners, you've had this document in your packet. The statute has been followed. Ms. Miller, did they send this to your office?
No, I received it from the county judge.
Okay.
I sent it to you.
Okay.
You get the letter in a second.
Okay. The only concern is if we were to have any road improvements.
That wasn't brought up, I just wanted to make it clear that they got it as is.
Yes.
That you all
Yeah.
weren't,
Right.
they didn't think that you all were gonna do something else to the road or something.
Correct, yeah, I read that.
Well, since it's in precinct 3, I would assume they would know that.
Okay. I just wanted to make,
Just so you know.
I just wanted to throw that out there.
This,
so that
this is the
everybody-
second portion of this road that's been annexed for this subdivision. The first portion of this road was from the Highway 36 section up to this point. And so what has happened is the city has acquired 169.42 more acres to be annexed, along with a small tract, I believe it's like 0.79, which is what's on the screen right now. Actually, TJ, it's 0.778. Can you scroll up? I'm sorry, Darren. That's the 169 acres. Scroll a little bit further. And this is the 0.778. It was an unusual situation because a separate landowner owned that 0.778. But that is the property, the tract. It is an expansion of the subdivision. And so you can see the subdivision in this drawing, how it will be expanded. Are there any questions? I can also tell you that, TJ, would you scroll all the way to the last part of that document? Keep going. Right there, that document. That's basically the timeline of when this annexation will take place. And it will show you that on Thursday, September 18th, 2025, the City Council will have the second reading of this annexation order. So, this is an ongoing process involving annexation. I don't think there's anything outside of the statute being done here, so I don't see any need for us to deny the opportunity for the city to have access to this right.
I didn't see a problem.
All right. Commissioners, are there any questions? I make a motion to accept the proposal of annexation of the portion of Dixie Road and 2 tracts of land contiguous to Dixie Road pursuant to section 43.1056 of the Texas Local Government Code.
Motion been made and seconded. Further discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Item number 13, discussion and possible action on rejecting all bids for the EMS station number 6.
Commissioners, you know that this is the second time we went out for bids for this facility, and we are still not within the desired budget of that facility. So we have decided that we need to research our options and look at other ways to put something out of the lake. I think this was presented to us in budget as well, and there seemed to be some consensus in the fact that the expenditure was going to be more than what we intended to spend. So I think at this point we need to look at other options and see what we can do on the next one. I make a motion to reject all bids for the EMS station number 6.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Any further discussion?
Yes, sir.
How many bids were received?
I believe we had seven. And two of those bids were were not wanting to stay within the bid, so they wanted to back out.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 14, presentation from Plan North on archives, technology, and services facility bids.
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
Good morning, commissioners and judge. Give an update on the Washington County ATS building. So just as a brief recap, this is the project that's located on 105, which is, we've been working on that for record storage and office space for the county. It's an existing building, which was formerly the ATS building. So Plan North finished those drawings for that project, and we received bids and qualifications on July 24th at 10 a.m. At the county clerk's office. This project was bid out using the competitive sealed proposal method, which sometimes in the industry we call that CSP. What that basically means is that the bid counts for a large percentage of the decision, but it's not the only criteria. So we basically received these bids, qualifications, which included a bid. We received 4 complete qualification packets, and they were ranked on items like experience, reputation, references, and their ability to finish the project on schedule. We also did require bid bond, which if you're unfamiliar just means that if anything should happen and the contractor be unable to finish the project, there's a bond company that would be able to finish that project. That's a best practice for obviously public funds. So we received those proposals on July 24th. We had 4 general contractors that turned in. Those were Dudley Construction, Chapel Hill Construction, NBC, and Kathy and Sons. We read those names aloud on the 24th, and most of the GCs, I think, all were present at that time. The following week, we had a county committee rank those according to the criteria that was published in the RFQ. A county auditor was present during that process, and Plan North facilitated but did not participate in the rankings. That was Paul Aschenbeck and myself. So in this case, we had 4 proposers who were very close in number. Our lowest bidder on this one was also our highest ranked, so that makes it a good process. Just so you know, those bids range from 1.9 to 2.1. On a project like that, that's a tight little spread. It's market value for the project, and all of the proposals were complete. So, there wasn't anything that had to be disqualified. So this was just around what we had estimated. There were also 4 alternates in that project. And so that range I just presented to you included those 4 alternates, which we're going to talk about as we get closer into getting started. But those alternates were basically the build out of a couple of extra offices for growth, the build out of a training room, reworking an existing restroom, and then just doing some like interior and exterior roller shades for the building. So we just got individual prices on those items. So the committee ranked Chapel Hill Construction as the highest ranked offer. They were both the lowest bidder and the highest ranked offer. We've got extensive experience with them and can very much support that recommendation. So our recommendation would be that the court appoint someone to work with Chapel Hill to get a final contract. They do have a representative here today if you guys have questions, and it's just pretty much time to get rolling. So, do y'all have any questions for me?
None. We just appreciate your hard work.
Okay, it's been fun. Thank y'all for giving the locals an opportunity at this job. We really appreciate it.
Okay. Let me just read this again, okay? Item number 15, discussion and possible action on authorizing the county judge to appoint a court member to begin negotiations with the highest ranking offer for the archives, technology, and service facility based on the rankings provided by Plan North. At this time, I would recommend Commissioner Mike Escoffier as our court member to begin the negotiations.
motion to authorize the county judge to appoint a court member to begin negotiations with the highest ranked offer for the Archives, Technology, and Services Facility based on the rankings provided by PIN.
Do we want to say his,
Yes, you do.
put his name in?
Chapel Hill Construction.
That's-
Commissioner
Oh,
Myers.
Commissioner Majewski, I'm sorry.
Now it's in the minutes.
Is there a
Thinking
second?
on it.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Item number 16, discussion and possible action on approval of accounts payable.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, today we have the opportunity to pay $780,447 worth of bills. Two biggies in there is another payment to Chapel Hill Construction for the jail kitchen project, which has been ongoing. And then just the monthly bill that we had with the EMS for the, all of their stuff, helicopter projects. Anyway, the rest is all regular bills.
Make a motion to approve accounts payable.
I'll second that.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 17, at this time we will recess our public meeting, and we will reconvene in an executive session in about 2 minutes.
It's budget.